Hi guys, and welcome to another Divi theme e-commerce website build. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesigntechtips.com. This is where we left off last time. We just put in our secondary menu and changed the background color on scroll. Now what I want to do is I want to pull these across so they're more central. I think we might have that one in the middle. Certainly this one more over the left. And I think I'm going to decorate these with a bit of custom CSS. So let's start on that. Let's just select this element. I'm using Google Chrome here. And it's great because of the developer tools. Most of the browsers have them now, but if you want to follow along, I suggest you do this with Chrome. So what do we want to do here? Select that secondary menu. That's our secondary menu right there. So see, it's at the moment it's floated right. So if I float that left, it's now on the left-hand side there. But I want it kind of more central. So let's give it some margin on the left-hand side of a percentage, probably 20 or 30%. So let's go margin, left, colon, let's try 25%. That is almost exactly where I want it. Now let's have a little bit more. You can always change this. I've just got it highlighted over here and I'm scrolling my mouse wheel. I think that's pretty much where I want it. So 30%, I'm going to copy that from the opening hashtag to closing curly bracket there. Control C to copy. I'm going to go to my dashboard and under Divi theme options, which is where we are now, general tab, if we scroll down to the bottom, here's our custom CSS block. And this, a lot of themes, when you use custom CSS, you have to develop a child theme to stop the CSS being overwritten when they update. With Divi, it's great. It's got this custom CSS, so you don't have to do that. This will remain when it updates, which is absolutely awesome. So I've just pasted that in there. Let's save our changes. And now if I go back to the site, I'll just get the inspector out of the way. Do a refresh. Hopefully that should stay there. Yep, that's great. That's stayed there. That's just what I want. Okay, now I think I'm going to decorate these. They're all right looking as they are, but I want to sort of give them a bit of background and perhaps have the text white. Let's just try that and see what it looks like. So I'm going to hit F12. Get these downloaded images out of the way. They're not doing us any good here. So I'm going to hit F12 to get the inspector up. Inspect one of these again, which should be the anchor tag, the A tag. Yep, there it is. So let's bit of background of that color, which was 10 CACA. That's okay, but of course we can't see the text because it's the same color. Let's make that text light. In fact, what am I doing? I want to go color and FFF. Okay, May have to add the important class when we go and copy that to overwrite what's there. And let's give it some padding, so there's some padding around these. Again, we may have to overwrite what's on there. It's got some padding on the bottom there, 0.75 that's why it's not central. If I take that away, there we go. Let's add two classes. We're gonna, first one will be top and bottom. Let's have a guess of say 10 pixels top and bottom. I don't want it too big. Gosh, that's almost exactly right. In fact, that's 10 pixel round. That doesn't look bad. What if I give it 20 pixels either side? It might make it too wide. That's okay. I think I want to bring it back across this way a little bit. So let's copy this. Again, Control C. And back to our custom CSS. And let's get rid of the stuff we don't want. Don't need the display block because we didn't change that. And the padding bottoms commented out anyway, so we'll just leave that. Just going to add a title up here, because once we start adding more and more, things get more difficult to find. And if you put a title in, // comment it out, the browser won't read it, but we'll be able to see where stuff is. So secondary menu links, and we'll just save that. I've got a feeling I may have to add some important attributes after this to make it actually work. We'll see what happens when I refresh. No, that's good. That stayed as it was. Good. Well, that's good, because I don't like to use those important classes unless I really have to. Now let's bring this back. To where we had it before. Secondary menu, margin left. So change this 30. Again, I'm going to highlight it and just roll it with my wheel till it goes to about where I want it to be. Probably right about there. Yeah, I think that's fine. So that's actually 22 pixels. What I need to do is change that from 30 to 22. May change it again at a later date because I don't know what items I'm actually going to have up there. We've just got our generic pages up there for the moment. So that's okay. I'm going to save that. Now I need to pull this stuff over to the left as well, which is our main menu here, top menu. This top nav here. Here we go, that top nav, that's flowed right. So let's try changing that to left. There we go, and that's pulled that over there. And again, it's a little tight up to our logo. I think I want to push it across just a little bit, not a whole lot. So let's give it some margin left as well. And we'll do this by percentage again. We're not going to want very much here. So let's say 10%. We'll try with that. We can roll it up more. Well, that's not bad. Well, that is not bad. I think we'll leave it at 12. So let's copy this across. Again from the hashtag, the closing curly, Control C to copy. Back to our custom. This one's not a secondary menu, this is primary menu. So I'm going to give it another title. Not just working on the links, we're working on the whole menu there. So let's paste that in, Control V, save it. Got our nice little green check mark there telling us it's saved. Let's refresh this and hopefully it should stay exactly the same. Yeah, that's fine, good. Alright, so we've decorated that a little bit. Not happy with these buttons here. I think what I might do is use some custom CSS on them to have them a different color perhaps, and have them all the same width, and then when we have buttons in other areas we can do the same thing. So every time we add a button it'll become the same if I do it with custom CSS. Let's do that. So I've gone to a site called Adobe Color, and it saved what I got there because I've already got it open. All I did was put my color I've been using in here, 10 CACA, in there, hit the enter button, and it comes up with complementary colors for me, or compound colors, which will work with the color I've got here. I mean, you can do shades, you can do analogous, monochromatic, triad, complementary, compound, which is what I've got on, shades, and make your own custom up. But in my compound, I like the green that it's given us. I quite like that hot pink. I think I might use that for my sale tags, and I want to use this green for my buttons. So I'm going to copy its hex code there. I'm just left clicking and grabbing it, Control C. Now let's go back to my page here. Select this button. ETPub button, let's open and close some curlies there. Okay, so what do we want? We want a color for the text, and that's going to be white. It already is, so that's fine. And we want the background color. We want that green color, which was here. Copy that and paste that in there. And I'm going to give it a width so that all the buttons are the same width. Let's try 225 pixels. We can change this in a minute if we don't like it. Let's see what we've got now. So if I save those changes, and go back to our site, refresh. Okay, so it's changed the length. I can see it's changed the length there, but it hasn't changed our color. So let's inspect this and see why not. I'll take that off. See, now it's changed the color. So we need to change the border of that color, and we've got to tell it that that's important right there. So let's go back to our theme options here, Let's tell it that this is important. And also I want to align the text centrally within that button. It was aligned to the left, so center. And also the border color wants to be similar, doesn't it? So it's border color. And we want that to be our nice color here as well. May have to use that important class on it in a minute. Let's see. Let's save that and see what happens. There we go. That's correct. Now the text is in the middle and it's the correct green color. Let's change it on all of those sliders there. Now we've got to, when it hovers, I just want to change that background to our nice blue here. So let's do that quickly. We'll do it this way again. What I'm going to do is copy that, drop down one, and I'm going to give it the hover pseudo class, colon, hover, no space, oops, no space after the colon there, or it won't work. Color, it's fine, so we're not going to change the color of the font, so I can delete that. Background color I want as our blue, which is 10 CACA. I'm also going to want that for the border, so I'm going to copy that, put that in for the border color. Width we're not changing, and the text align we're not changing. So I can lose those. May have to tell that it's important, we'll see. Let's save these changes. Back to our site. Now when we hover over it, it's got that nice blue color, exactly what I wanted there. Make sure our next slides are going to work. Yep. That one is not working. I wonder why that is. Let's get rid of our inspector a moment and just do a quick reload. There's that last slide. Go back. Yeah, that's still the wrong color there. Let's go back one more. Yeah, so is that. Our first one's okay. So got to go in there and override. Those styles are overriding our styles. So let's go in here. And let's just see what happens if we turn off custom button style. It may add an icon which I do not know, which I do not want. But, and go into this other one. And you may think this is a long way around of doing things, but when we add more buttons, it'll save us styling them because I want them all to be that color. Save that. Save that. Update and see what happens now. Yeah, fresh. No, our first one was working fine. And our second one, just hit these arrows to speed things up. Yeah, it's added that. It's added that icon. You may want that yourself, but I don't particularly want that. See, the color's correct, but I don't want that. We'll just put in that color manually. Weird. Okay, let's save that. And update. Let's refresh. And the first one we know is working fine. Second one, that's fine too. So we're good to go, I believe. Good. So that's how to edit your nav links and move your menus over, and how to use a bit of custom CSS on your buttons. It was kind of long-winded for this slider right here, but every time we add a new button down here now, it's going to be like this. It's going to have that hover effect and the same dimensions, which will save us time in the long run. So there you go. I hope you found that useful. If you have, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you're interested in web development, please take one of our web development courses below. We've got some huge discounts for our YouTube subscribers, and there's some great free courses down there also. Once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.